everyone, welcome to Team Talk from Blood Bowl Live, here to go through every roster in the third edition of our favourite tabletop football game. I'm joined by Mr. Scott Bryant, and we are today going through one of the new boys to the arena. I say new boys, they're an old boy who've been sat outside in the cold for so long and have finally been brought back. It is the Bretonnian team. They are back in the world of Blood Bowl with an official roster, and we are here to go through it. Scott, this is a really weird one because Bretonnians are brand new. They're almost unrecognizable from their former old selves, with some kind of few kind of similarities. So what do we say to people? What kind of Blood Bowl coach are you if you're brand new to the game, if Bretonnians are the team that you want to take?
Yep. If you are new to Blood Bowl, why should you take these? First of all, they are good. They look good. The sculpts are absolutely fantastic. If you're not too sure, check out the artwork. That is going to be that it is online at the moment. It's within all the books as well, and they are obviously looking at these like the new poster boys for Blood Bowl, for Games Workshop. The sculpts are wonderful. They really, really are nice, and we're going to see a lot of adaptability. So you can take this team and you can tailor the scheme, the paints, the color. They can be kit bashed to make them what you want. Sure, we're going to get an overwhelming number of people taking Monty Python-esque color schemes and figures, but hey, enjoy it while you can. So if you're new to the game, what are they going to give you? They are going to give you a team which will give you a lot of punching power, but still have the ability to move the ball around the pitch. They're not sitting there at movement 5 or 6. They're sitting there at movement 6 and 7. They have skills which will enable you, even if your opposition is surrounding you, just to pass the ball over to your mate and off he can run down the pitch as well. They've also got the ability, which I haven't seen it in any of the teams so far. They've got a new skill, steady footing. So that means they've got another chance of not going down, just staying off there on your feet, brushing off the poor attempts by any opposition to take you down. So I think they're going to give new players to the game the ability to move the ball, the ability to stand up, stand firm, and to, with the dauntless skill as well, to really take on any other opposition that they might have as well.
They do feel like, from a glance, that you can pick them up as a new coach to Blood Bowl as your first team and almost figure out what way you like to play. Let's have a little look at the rosters. We've got the Bretonnian Squires coming in at 50k, movement 6, strength 3, edge 3, passing 4. Armor is only 8, but they do come with wrestle to protect them against blocks. The Bretonnian Knights, Knight Catchers, you can have 2 of those at a cost of 85k. Movement 7, Strength 3, Edge 3, Passing 4, Armor 9, Catch, Dauntless, and Nerves of Steel. So catching the ball in tackle zones without any bother at all. The Bretonnian Knight Throwers at 80k come in at Movement 6, Strength 3, Edge 3, Passing 3, Armor 9, and Dauntless, Nerves of Steel, and Pass. So mirroring the catchers quite nicely. You've got a very good 3-up pass, 3-up catch at close range, no matter who is around. And possibly one of the stars of this team, the Grail Knights at 95k. You get 2 of these, movement 7, strength 3, edge 3, passing 4, armor 10, block, dauntless, and steady footing. So they are taking on positionals well above their size. They are possibly very difficult to knock down as well. The team have rerolls at 60,000 in this edition. And yeah, feel very sturdy, feel like a safe pair of hands. And Scott, to me as well, they feel like rugby players who have been watching football players and are giving it a go. Do you know what I mean? It feels like humans who have been watching elves and thought, let's give that a try.
I agree, Chris. If you look at the structure of them, they've got the 2 players to pass, the 2 players to catch, the 2 players to punch things in the face. They will give you all of that. I expect them to come in as a tier 1 team. I mean, looking at them in terms of, they do seem at first glance to be quite simplistic. Yes, the Knight Throwers are going to be exposed because they don't have any sort of main defensive skills. The Knight Catchers, yeah, they can take the ball, but they don't have any real edge. So there is a lot to do with here. So they might come across initially as a bit vanilla, but I think with one or two skills, you can adapt these to be very, I call it Space Marine-esque. And what I mean by that in the 40k world, you can adapt them. And we've talked about this about the human team before, but I think with these guys as well, they give you a bit more stability and a bit more solidity. You can possibly adapt these to a whole number of ways as well. In terms of the Knight Catcher, they've got edge in terms of their general and edge, as you said. The Knight Thrower has general and passing as well. So we know that most people are going to be putting block on the thrower, dodge on the catcher as well, to give them that opportunity to spread the play. And at 60k for a reroll as well, for 1 million for your potential starting build. And again, if you want to find out more builds, more rosters, pop over to see the Bonehead podcast. And no, we're not actually on any sort of kickback from Ben. Afternoon, Ben. But if you want to pop over, Ben will give you more ideas in terms of builds, rosters, how it all looks together. But as an idea for a million build, you can take your 2 blitzers, your Grail Knights, you can take your 2 throwers, your 2 catches, 6 squires. That's 12 players. So you can still do a few bits of foul as well if you want to, and a few sneaky, dirty pieces as well in there, plus 3 rerolls for 1 million on the nose. So that's why I think GW have pitched them at that. The center of the lane. These are going to be your center of the pitch, and I think they're going to be very good indeed. They will appeal to new coaches. They'll give you a lot of ability to start and learn the game. For more experienced coaches, I think there's a lot you can do for them. And I say, the sculpts look great. The paint schemes that GW have put out have looked great. And hey, what's not to love?
It was interesting when they were released because my concern immediately went to humans and Imperial Nobility. And check out our videos on humans and Imperial Nobility to see the changes that have been made there. It always feels, I guess, we're kind of in a similar position with humans now that we have always been with elves, where we've got lots of teams who are very similar to each other. You know, there's no getting around the fact that Elven Union, High Elves, Dark Elves, and Wood Elves are all very similar in a number of ways, but they just have these kind of key small tweaks depending on what you're looking to do. We now have that very much with humans, where we've basically got 3 human teams, all with small tweaks to each other, and all that give you something slightly different. And I actually do think, I think I agree with you, Scott, that I would say that probably if you want a human team to start off with, while the human team is very much and always has been your jack of all trades, master of none, these Bretonnians feel a little bit like a jack of all trades with the potential to be a master of whatever they want to be in a much easier way than I think the humans are. So I think you've got more initially to help you mold this team to how you want them to be from the start than possibly you do with the human team.
And for me, Chris, as well, and I think for most tabletop gamers, everyone has that soft spot and that fondness for knights and castles. It's that sort of very youthful, mythical type, innocence of what was looked fun. Knights on horses, swords, killing things, great. And this really encapsulates it for me. They look good. I think they're going to play good, and I think they're going to be a very, very welcome and very good addition to the Blood Bowl tabletop.
Well, that is the Bretonnians, one of the new teams coming to the game. Join us for more team talks. We'll be covering every single team in the game. So check them all out, see which one you want to play, and go ahead and play some Blood Bowl. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, Scott. We'll see you next time.